the titty baby? It's your homeboy, Salina EsTitties in the house. Yes, we're back with another episode of Tit or Quit, the road to the golden boot. You guys, I'm so sorry. Let's get into what's been going on.
Tit or quit, the road to the golden boots.
Welcome back to my channel. This is my YouTube series where we determine who may win the golden boot of season 17. And you guys, we are at a stage where I don't think we're getting any golden boot worthy looks anymore, but we will be sharing our opinions. I make you guys vote on my Instagram story every week. Tit or quit if you like it, if you don't like it. So let's discuss it regardless. We're dwindling down, so I thought I could put these two episodes together because I've been going through it. So let me get into some housekeeping. Yes, honey, I've been going through something that I've never been through before, and maybe this is a whole other series that I should create on my own about this topic in particular, because I'm in a place where I have been working on my mental, my spiritual, my physical, my emotionals. All of the O's are being worked on right now, and I'm feeling in like such an amazing place, right? Like I'm hustling, I'm working, and I'm feeling good, feeling sexy, feeling gorgeous. So I'm like, who wants to feel this with me? You know what I mean? Like I'm in my dating era and I'm dating guys, and what I'm finding is that boys here in LA are just boys! Boys, the house down galore. And mind you, as I look back at my history, I realize, oh, I as well am a girl. You know what I mean? I be fucking bitch. I be in these streets. That's been my whole persona forever, and all I've known myself to be is the boy who likes to. So like, with that said, I am now in a place where I'm like, wait, hold on. Maybe I don't just want to fuck anymore. Maybe I want to get to know somebody. Maybe I want someone to get to know me a little more. Maybe I want someone to chase after me and pursue me a bit, right? So I'm in this place where I'm like seeing these different guys, and like what I gathered, okay, so that's what I was going through these past 2 weeks. I've been with boys, and I should have known they were boys, but I don't know. I feel like I'm really good at so I like will have these interactions where I'm like super into these guys in the moment where and it's so good because I'm good at it, bitch. So I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then like they want to hang out more. They want to take me to dinner. They want to go get brunch. And then they're like, oh, hold on, sorry, my roster's calling. And I'm like, you're a roster, bitch. I'm not on nobody's roster, bitch. You on my roster, bitch. So I'm like, brr, hit the brakes. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, I was catching feelings for these boys who are just literally just fucking. And mind you, like I be fucking, so I get it. Like I understand, but it started to feel different when I was like, I want a little more. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I've been dealing with these boys. There's boys everywhere, all around town. Everywhere you look, there's a boy. Boys everywhere galore. And I am like, will anyone love me? So I have been experimenting and understanding that dating is not easy. And I also realized, oh, I don't think I can find dates or people who are interested in more than just on apps. So I had deleted my apps, baby. I'm not on there right now. I am just going out into the world and seeing what happens, you know what I mean? And what's cool is like not a lot of people recognize me as EsTitties, so I get to like kind of go incognito most of the time, and then people are like, oh, what do you do? And then I just say I do drag and like see how they react, and like it's a whole navigational thing, and it's a whole interesting realm that I'm navigating now that I'm putting myself out there in a dating sense and not just a boy sense. So that's what I've been going through these past couple weeks, and that's why you guys didn't get a video last week. I'm so sorry. Like, I'm sorry. I feel horrible. You see what happens? Like, I put these dummies in front of my work, in front of everything, in front of my health, in front of everything, just so I can feel loved. And it's so dumb, like so tonta. Like, I am feeling so dummy for it, but it's like, that's my experience. It's what I'm going through. But this week, honey, I was like, boys, I'm getting back to work, so here we are with Tit or Quit. Let's jump into these episodes. We missed last week, so I'm gonna recap really quickly through last week's episode, and then let's get to the makeover challenge for this week. Let's get into it. Okay, so last week's episode I reviewed with Bob the Drag Queen on sibling rivalry, so if you haven't watched that, that's kind of why I was like, oh, maybe I don't need to do a Tit or Quit, but baby, I need my numbers to go up over here, okay? So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so I can get those numbers up, so I can get brand deals and cointadas, you feel me? So go ahead, hit those buttons, and support these titties. Thank you for watching right now, if you're watching at all. Hi! Hello. Okay, so the category for last week's episode, not this past week, the week before, was the ugly dress one, and we reviewed it on a sibling rivalry, but let's just go through it really quick based off what you guys voted, tit or quit. With the top tit of the week, we had Lexi with the tutu, plaid layered little skirt thingamajigger. And I thought this was so cool. And I asked Bob too, I was like, was the goal here to take an ugly dress and make it fashion? So it's like ugly, but bitch, you slay anyways? Or is it like have an ugly dress, period? Because if that were the case, bitch, I won this category down, okay? Pick anything from my closet from Drag Race. I'm the winner, bitch. Golden boot, the house down, that's why we're here, all right? So I thought Lexi made this look so chic and high fashion. Like I could see this down a runway somewhere and someday. I really, really lived for it. And like, I don't know if y'all know, there's like this, there's this place, Salvation Army type tees downtown here in LA. I forgot what it's called. It has a name like Vincente or something like that. And they have these tutus for sale for like literally $3. So I'm like, she probably went over there, got 18 of them for like 20 bucks. I don't know if the math is right there, but it sounds about right. And made this whole look happen. And I think it's sickening, I think it's fierce. So let's move on to the next bitch. Y'all voted for Anya Nerve with this damn turkey look. Baby, this was so disgustingly hideous. Like, she definitely won the ugliest dress contest. I would even say this is worthy of golden boot tees, but like, since that's the category, I don't think any of these should get a golden boot. I don't know, like the category is golden boot worthy. Basically, that's what this runway is. So like, does it deserve a golden boot in the scheme of the contest? But it's, I don't know, you know what I mean? So it's like a weird thing to kind of judge for our series here. I don't really know how to judge it. You guys let me know in the comments, do they deserve to be in the running for the golden boot for being ugly? Because I feel like part of the charm of the Golden Boot Award also goes to someone who, you know, is earnestly trying to serve. Like, that kind of adds to the golden boot worthiness of it all. Like, I really thought I was serving with the street lamb, bitch. I ate that runway. And that was part of what made it so, like, charming to get the golden boot, right? And, like, Lalaretha bags, bitch, she ran on that runway with them bags. I look sickening, but, like, not knowing that it was not sickening. You know what I mean? These people are coming to the runway with the goal to be ugly. Like, you know, like when I went on, I didn't know I wasn't trying to be ugly with my street lamp look, bitch. It just happened to be crazy. So I don't know if you guys let me know if we should put these in the running, because if anything, I think Anya's turkey look definitely deserves to be golden boot worthy, bitch, because this thing scared the shit out of me. I was so like disgusted and like I had the heebie-jeebies inside my coochie. You know what I mean? So let's go on to the next bitch, Miss Susie Toot with a 62% tit and a 38% quit. This was ugly. Bob said it too. Like, this was ugly. She completed the assignment. The face, the face ugly. The hair ugly. The outfit ugly. She wins. Boots. Let's go on to Miss Sam Star with 53% tit and a 47% quit. This was gorgeous, you guys. Like, I didn't like the lacing was like fabric. I had a designer make me an outfit once, like a dance leotard, and the fringe on it was like strips of the fabric tied up and fringed, and that always is like a little clunky and chunky to me. I ended up taking them out and switching them out with like glitter rope, which is like this new little trend downtown. It's Nancy Alley. Everyone has it. It's on everyone's outfits. Everyone uses it. But it looked so much better as fringe rather than the fabric strips. So the fact that this was like tied up, stitched with fabric, I was like, it could have been like more classier, but maybe that's how she thought it was given ugly. I don't know, because obviously she does not look ugly in this. Sam, be serving. This was not ugly. Bitch, she didn't complete the assignment. Let's move on to Jewel Sparkles with 46% tit and a 54% quit. This of course is an ugly gown, but like she's so cute and it worked with the aesthetics of the 80s prom vibes with her braces and her fake teeth. Like, I love Jules so much. Like, I want Jules, me, Morphine, Tsunami, and who else? Who's another like quirky, cute Latina? Like, even like Ariadne's almost like too polished and like kind of mean for me. Like, I don't know. I feel like us three could have a buddy comedy and like we're traveling to go find tacos and bitch, we just get into these situations every time the taco truck is closed or the taco truck is breaking down and we end up stealing a taco truck. Like, could you imagine how fun that would be? Like, I'm writing this movie. All right, Jules, Morphine, I'm writing us a movie, okay? And then everyone else will have cameos. Like, Candy will have a cameo, Mistress will have a cameo. Like, I see it in my mind, okay? I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it. Don't you this is my copyright infringement intellectual property right here, bitch. Don't you steal it. But if you're a producer and a writer and you want to collaborate and make this happen, hit me up. Ding. All right, Boots. Let's move on to Lana Jarre with 48% tit and a 52% quit. Yeah, this was ugly, mama. It was ugly when Candy wore it. It's ugly when you wore it. You definitely, that was great. Was Candy in the running for a golden boot for this look? Because she should have been. Was this All-Stars? I don't remember. I don't really keep up. I'm not in the know like this. I am not, listen, one thing about me is I am not a Drag Race encyclopedia, bitch. I don't know who said what on what season. That will never be me. Sorry about it. I got bills to pay. I got things to purchase. I'm busy, bitch. I'm not worried about when Shangela, I'm not worried about when Mimi I first said this to her about that dress, okay? Let's move on to this week's runway, the makeover challenge. You guys, this episode touched my heart so deeply. Like, as someone who has supportive parents, it was just so nice to see that on television and know that I have that at home. Like, my dad would have acted the same way as Jules' dad, as Anya's dad. And it's like my dad is very much like Anya's dad. It's like, this is not his world, but he is so glad to be a part and support his like gay son. You know what I mean? Like, that is my dad, and he would have been there with me doing it the same way like Anya's dad. Like, Anya's dad and Jules' dad, oh, it just filled my heart so much. And the moms were so interesting too, you know what I mean? Like gay boys have such a different relationship with their moms than they do with their dads. So it was really cool to watch the dynamics, especially like when they showed Susie's mom based like in comparison to Sam's mom. Like, it was so kind of sad, you know what I mean? Like, but it be like that in the world. And like, yes, Susie's mom was there, but also she wasn't there, you know? And it be like that. People be like that. And also, people aren't built for TV. So like, I understood Susie's mom not understanding or not really like stepping up to the plate fully in the workroom and like being there for her. It was just a very interesting dynamic to witness, like those true family dynamics on TV inside the competition realm. It was just so cool. I thought this episode is gonna be their Emmy award-winning episode. Like, when the Emmys come around, they submit this episode. I will say they're gonna have a challenge next to Survivor, because Survivor's episode this past week with the girl with autism and Joe, and I don't know if y'all watched, but that moment, woo! Though these two episodes together are in the running for the Emmy, and I don't know who would win, but baby, we know Rue wants that Emmy, so I think that episode is definitely deserving of it. But they have some stiff competition over at Survivor this week, bitch. So let's get into the looks that they brought. You know, I packed for my makeover challenge look, and I brought something that I would have to make in the workroom in real time on top of the person. Like, I had everything cut out the way I needed to, depending on how big the person was. And the thing that I made, we were gonna be rosas ladies. I'll show you later, but I have my rosas up there, and we were gonna be giving out rosas. You know, my whole thing was LA, nightlife, streets of LA, and there's always a lady giving rosas at the club here in Los Angeles. So I was gonna bring that to my makeover challenge. It was gonna be me and my makeover person. Whoever my person was, I was gonna dress us in a very like Moschino bouquet vibe with like this cellophane wrapping thing, and then have flowers all up in our thing. It was gonna look crazy, but we were gonna be a bouquet of flowers handing out rosas, and then there will be like one white rose that I give to RuPaul, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. So that was gonna be my whole thing going down the runway for the makeover challenge. So always seeing what the girls bring for the makeover challenge is interesting, because you never know the body shape you're gonna have, so it's always like you can't really fit it. But I was curious if they told them it was going to be their parents to begin with or not, because a lot of these outfits fit really well. But as we saw with Jules, like she went the Gigi Good route, right? Bring a giant overcoat that will fit anyone and call it 60s fashion. Like, that is always a cop-out to me. So I don't know, maybe they weren't told in the beginning, but I will say, like, Sam and Lexi's outfits fit their partners perfectly. So let's get into the looks based off what you guys voted for this week. Tit or quit, we have the top tit of the week. Okay, yes, see, the top tit of the week was Sam Star with a 94% tit and a 6% quit. They looked fantastic, you guys. She said she wanted to look like Dolly Parton, and I was like, oh, this bitch is giving Miss Dolly, honey. She looks great. The fact that Sam's mom, too, is like one of the moms of the drag bars. Like, I've been to smaller towns and their drag scenes, and I've met the parents of queens who always come, and they're helping out, they're collecting tips, they're like helping the girls, they're running the security at the door. Like, these parents exist in the world, and for those parents out there, if you're watching, if you are a parent who's watching, like, we thank you. You don't know how much, like, my dad gets it all the time. Whenever I bring my dad to one of my shows, people come up to him. I'll always shout him out. I'm like, that my dad's in the audience, and he has his, like, you know, Corona, and he's like having a drink, chilling in the back. People will always come up to him, and he tells me after, he's like, oh, this kid came up to me, like, wanted a hug, because, you know, his dad don't support him. And I'm like, the representation of parents in nightlife really does do something for people who have struggles at home. So if you're someone who does struggle at home with your family, with your parents, you know, I don't know y'all's situation, and I don't know the story, but I will say I know that fucking sucks, and that hurts to feel that, lack of support from your own birth parents, but just know, like, give it time. I don't know how old you are. Some people don't ever get that, like, support, but the thing is, you get to move on and live your life regardless and build your own family, right? Like, they always say that, find your own family, chosen family, all that stuff, and it's so true. And, like, there are parents out there in the scene who are willing to be mama bear or papa bear to you, or even an older queer person, or an older person who you can call, like, your mentor or your friend. Like, that exists in the world for you. You just have to go out and find it. And I know that's easier said than done, but it's possible. And I would just want to say that, like, there's no need to feel alone. Like I said, I've been going through it with these boys. I've been feeling hella lonely. They got a roster, bitch. And I'm like, ah. So I'm like, I shared on my close friends on Instagram on the story, and, like, the amount of people that reached out to me, because I also said, like, I feel lonely, y'all. Like, I'm lonely as and I'm like, oh, well, it's my effort too to go out and make sure I'm hanging out with friends and checking in on friends too. So you have a part in it as well, and know that there's support and love for you out there. There's no need to feel alone. You are not alone, bitch. And also right now we're talking here, you're not alone. You with the S-titties, bitch. Okay, you feel me? All right, spiel over. Let's move on, because Sam looks amazing. Not getting a golden boot here. Let's move on to C with 88% tit and a 12% quit. This was gorgeous. Very Vegas tees, very Playboy bunny vibes. The hair thing just turned it from, like, a little hoochie outfit to this, like, drag event, you know what I mean? And I think Lexi's so good at doing that, like, taking something kind of weird and basic, but, like, dragging it up a little bit. She's always good at adding that extra tinge of drag, and I like that she's kind of waking up in the competition now. I'm like, this is the point where her story gets a turn and she gets to get out of her head and now take over the world. I'm really excited for Lexi in that sense. Her mom looks amazing. Like I said, the fact that she had all this and it fits her mom still, like, work, bitch. She was, I mean, it is a corset, so a corset, you know, is adjustable. The robe is really easy to put on someone, so kind of a smart concept to put her in this. But, like, imagine if she had someone who wasn't willing to wear this. Thank God her mom was. I love that she was having such a beautiful experience with her mom, talking about the right pronouns for her, and even watching the mom slip up and then correcting themselves. Like, it was just so beautiful to watch. These examples of, like, parents and their queer children is just, I feel, so important right now, and the representation of that is delicious and perfect, and I'm so happy for Lexi. This looks great. Not getting golden boot. Let's move on to Susie 2 with the 55% tit and a 45% quit. Now, Susie, La Roche said this is fashion, and, like, I think if we were to see these outfits on a very skinny model, cis woman walking down the runway, or trans woman, bitch, they're models. They'd be models too. Shout out to Aristocat. I love you, bitch. Lingerie, models. Come on, bitch. Let's go. Walking down the runway in this, like, very fitted and very chic. It's giving runway, like La Roche said. I think this is something that I encounter a lot too, like, when I was on Drag Race. It's like, because I was thicker, because I was a little chubbier, stuff didn't fit me quite right. But if my outfits were on someone else and, like scaled down to their body type and fitted correctly, you guys would be like, oh, this is sickening. But because I was bigger and the fit was off, it just looked bad. You know what I mean? I don't think the fit on Susie looks amazing, but I see the concept and the vision. High fashion, it's there. I get it. So I get why this is up on the tits. But I will say, at my viewing party when we were watching this, we were like, boo, not good. And I don't know if that's because they're trying to make us not like Susie or what, but we were all like, no. But then when La Roche said, this is the most fashion forward runway, I was like, oh, it is. Then I looked at it and I was like, you know what? It kind of is. It's just because it's Susie, we don't want to let her have that. It's very much like me. Because it's me, y'all don't want to call it fashion or fashion forward or creative. You just want to be like, no, it's bad. Next. You know what I mean? Getting a critique like that from La Roche, it's like, oh, bitch, let us wake up and pay attention. You better wake up and pay attention. Now, okay, it's not getting a golden boot. Let's move on to the next girl. We have Miss Jewel Sparkles with a 31% tit and a 69% quit. Again, we already talked about it a little bit. I think there's a cop-out to wear the fur coats. This reminded me, and it would have been cuntier if it was like Lux's reveal look, like our promo reveal looks. Lux wore like this teddy bear fur coat thing, and it was so cunty, so sickening, very Labubu tees. And I just got my first Labubu this past week, so I'm very much on the Labubu trend right now. Again, yeah, it was a cop-out to wear these big ass coats, and like there was nothing special, I think, about these coats. Like no extra accoutrements, no other trimmings, no other like at the waist or like anything. It just felt like big fur fabrics, cut it up into sections and sewed it together, put it on, let's go. There wasn't as much thought into it for me personally, so I think everyone kind of saw that. Is it Golden Boot worthy to me? No, it's just not like amazing. So let's just move on. I will say Salchichas, her Jules' dad, like touched my heart so much watching the episode. Shout out to Salchichas, I loved it. Now we have the final boot. The final quit of the night, we have Miss Anya Nerve with 26% tit and a 74% quit. This looked crazy, right? But let me tell you, this is a look that drag queens be wearing all the time. I have made a look like this before. I haven't. I dressed as Daisy from Super Mario Brothers, and I look just like Anya Nerve in this outfit. I literally have this outfit, you guys. I'm not even kidding. Such a drag queen idea of an outfit. Just too much, but trying to be sickening and fashion and cute and girly at the same time. It was a lot of ideas in one. They look crazy, but I think what made them look crazier were the wigs. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be telling you, Anya's wig game is wild. Like, she has some nice wigs, but sometimes paired with what she's wearing, I'm just like, why? I want her to, like, pick one wig, very Jinx tease, and, like, let that be her wig, her style, and, like, work. She found the wig that works for her. Let that be her hair. Because also, Anya has, like, a small round face too, so I think certain wigs don't look amazing on her. As far as the outfits go, is this Golden Boot worthy? Sure, but we have so many more like exciting looks from this season that I don't even want to give this a Golden Boot. And I think this episode in general was just such a beautiful episode. Like, I don't even want to give, like, again, everyone was saved at the end, honey. Even though I will say, I don't think one of the girls lost that lip sync for me. One of them girls lost that lip sync. I'll let y'all discuss who in the comments. Let me know in the comments who you think won the lip sync and who lost the lip sync, because I think there was a clear winner, honey. But RuPaul's show, RuPaul gets the last say. She said they both get to stay. Sashay, Shantae, no way. Okay, so they both got to stay. Boots! Congratulations, girls. Again, such a beautiful episode. I wouldn't want to see anyone go home this episode either with how amazing it was. I think RuPaul was like, oh, bitch, we got an Emmy from this. We can let them stay. That's really what it was giving. So I was like, work. Anya's dad again, Robin Banks, Roberta Banks, like, I was living for that. Like, the storyline there, the realness of, like, not having her dad most of her life and then getting to be in this moment together. Like, it was just such a beautiful episode. I don't even want to critique it or give it any kind of Golden Boot worthies at all. So with that said, I'm sorry to have let this come out so late, you guys, but we are here. I'm back. You know, I get a little distracted when it comes to boys and stuff, especially when it comes to me opening up and trying to find love. Like, that's new for me, and it's very exciting, but with it comes the emotional roller coaster that these boys be putting me through. So let me tell you, give me a break. I'm sorry, I'm back. I'm looking for love, baby. I don't know why either. Like, why right now? Like, I have so much, like, I'm working on right now that I'm so excited about that I'm not telling y'all anything about yet. But I have a lot of stuff in the works that are great. And, like, I'm getting it done also on top of all the emotions and stuff. I'm, like, handling business over here, crying about these boys, but I'm still getting my work done, you know what I mean? But imagine how much more my work would get done even better if I just gave my full attention. But I always be doing that. That's why right now I'm like taking the time to kind of meet guys and let my heart get, you know, flustered. It's kind of fun. I kind of like it, but I don't mean that to say like I like my heart getting flustered, but it's such a learning curve to be in the dating vibes of all of this. And mind you, I've been on like 2 real dates. So like everything else has been so I'm learning. If you're out there, if you're in LA and you are over 33, bitch, hit me up if you got a nice job. If you please, I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably a fan. I can't date a fan, y'all. That's too much. That's too much. Anyways, I'm gonna go on my journey and get my heart broken and keep on going and see what happens. In the meantime, can you guys please go on over to my website at stitties.com/shop and buy my merch. I'm wearing one of my jerseys right now. It's a little bigger on me. They run pretty big, but that's me holding my titties. It says it's titties, very West Coast, Cholita, homegirl, LA boots. The jersey's super cute. I see a lot of girls wearing it, like tied up at the waist, hella cute. I see guys wearing it at the gym, bitch. It's very comfortable, very airy, very breathy. It's very comfortable. I live for it. I think it's super cunt. And it says Salina EsTitties, holding her titties. So cute, right? You can go ahead and get yourself a golden chancla. Yes, Yes, the Golden Chancla is the award that I give out for the best lip syncer. Now, on my Instagram story a couple weeks ago, I put all the lip syncs and you guys voted TIT or QUIT for the winner of each lip sync. So we will have an episode where I go through every single lip sync and we see who could be in the running for the Golden Chancla as well. Go follow me on Instagram at @STitties so you can be up to date on the voting every week for TIT or QUIT and the Golden Chancla. Thank you guys for supporting these titties. I miss you guys. I love you. I'm back, honey. Trust, I'll be getting dizzy with these boys, but I always will come back to my little nips. Trust me, you are my first, my one and only, always and forever. Thank you for loving me. I love you back. Mwah. Have a great rest of your weekend.
TIT or quit the road to the golden boot.